Recruitment is changing fast, not because of another job board and not because of another sourcing tool. AI agents. We help recruiting companies build an agentic layer above the systems they already run. That layer makes recruiters ultra efficient. It saves time, it saves money, and it even can help you make money. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all about. Right now, we're building one of these layers for a customer in the US. The foundation is 3 agents. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. 1, a job creation agent, 20 minutes of admin down to 2. 2, a screening agent. Every applicant answered in minutes, not days. And 3, a reactivation agent. This one is really cool. It literally finds money sitting in your database. It's literally a gold mine. So I'm going to show you some real demos today on screen and working. So if you're a recruiter, a manager, or a business owner, this is your roadmap. First, who am I and why should you listen to me? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mike. For 20 years, I was one of the top technology recruiters in Asia. I recruited for the biggest software companies in the world: ServiceNow, Datadog, Zendesk. So I've carried the number, the KPIs, the grind, the candidate no-shows, the 11 p.m. formatting. I've definitely been there. Today, we run Dynaflow. We install AI operating systems for enterprise, AI agents, automations, and a unified knowledge base built on top of the systems a company already uses. And right now we're building an agentic layer for a company in the US. It creates jobs, screens applicants, and finds candidates. We know recruitment, and we are building recruitment for the 21st century using AI, and I'm going to show that to you today. So before we get into it quickly, if you run a growing business and you'd like AI inside your business, there's a link below. Click the link, book a meeting with me, 15 minutes. We'll get connected. I'll quickly understand where your bottlenecks are and where you can benefit from AI. So before the agents, you need the ideas underneath. This is where most people get it wrong. Your firm already owns its most valuable asset, the data. All the candidates, clients, placements, interviews, notes, sitting in your ATS. And the problem is almost no one in your company or you can't use it because no one's really honestly clicking, searching, retyping. It's just kind of a hassle. And they're rebuilding context every single time. So firms go and buy AI tools, a sourcing tool here, a chatbot there, and every tool sees a small part, but no tool sees the entire business. So this is kind of where the problem is. So your team is using and you're paying for Claude or ChatGPT, but you and your team are only using a fraction of its potential. So the solution is an agentic layer that sits on top of your ATS and on top of your IT system. It reads, it writes back, it understands, you can have a conversation with it, and it's all managed and stored on a single knowledge base. This is agentic AI within recruiting. So the 3 agents that you're about to see today are not 3 different products. There are 3 jobs running on a single unified layer. One layer to rule them all, to steal a line from token. And as far as security goes, nothing touches your actual data or gets outputted until you or someone on your team approves it. It's AI guided recruiting, but at the end of the day, you have the final word. So you and your team make the decisions. Okay, so we are in the job creation agent section now. This is actually a slide presentation. So the situation is we have a client in the US, they have a team, and they want an agentic layer sitting above their system that helps create job descriptions. Typically, good recruiters don't even make job descriptions because they're so busy. They can't be bothered. So we're helping this company make it really easy for them and their recruiters. A consultant describes the role, and then the agent finds the client and hiring contact in your database. It fills in the fields and the responsibilities and the must-haves. And then a human will review and check everything in the end. So this is the first part of the agentic layer. Here we are in the actual agent itself. So I'm going to click begin. I'd like to create a job for Apple, and you can see the captured variables on the left here. Agent comes back. Okay, great. Client corporation lookup. So this is a GET request. Name Apple, 3 matches, Apple Inc., Corp, and US. So the recruiter selects, well, actually the agent comes back and says, I found 3 existing client records that could be a match. Which is the role for? 1, 2, or 3? And also, what's the title? So really the recruiter's just done one line and the agent's doing the heavy lifting, as you can see here. So I select just the number 1 and say this is a marketing director role. And then the agent comes back, fetching corporation record. This is another GET request. So it's getting the information from the ATS. It's also grabbing an ID. This is the record ID. Comes back with the full record. Apple Inc. is an existing client. Here are the contacts on file. Who is the hiring manager? So it's got the record, it's got the company. Now it's asking me who the hiring manager is. I select 1, Dave Smith. Move this over here. And then it says fetching contact record, which is another GET request into the ATS. That's Dave Smith. Got it. Hiring manager Dave Smith. Where is the job based and what's the salary? So this job is going to be in New York and the salary is going to be $150,000. Captured New York, $150,000. Now there's also some defaults applied on site full time. That's pretty standard for executive search. So save some recruiters some time there. Tell me about the mission and the responsibilities of the role. All right, quickly. Overall marketing includes field, digital, content, PR, and events. Boom. So now the AI takes all of that information, including responsibilities, must-haves, nice-to-haves, benefits, language. Are we good to go? Yes. And then voila, the agent outputs. This is JSON data. This is AI data. This is the data that's going to sit above the agentic layer. And now we can do a lot of things with this data. We can send this back into the ATS, or we can create a job description for it. And you can see all the captured variables on the left-hand side that we needed to do this stuff for the JD and beyond captured on the left. Let's move on to the next agent. Next is the screening agent. This is number 2. Obviously, the benefit of all of these agents and putting an agentic layer above your IT system or your ATS is to help you save time. Like the JD generator that we showed you, you have a quick chat with the agent and then it generates data which you can use to create a JD. This is the screening agent, and the problem is the recruiter has a lot of applications coming in nightly and doesn't really have a lot of time. So we've created an agent that will actually go out and screen candidates. The agent will have a conversation with the candidate via text or maybe even email, however you want to set it up. And then the recruiter wakes up in the morning and has essentially a short list of candidates ready to go based on the screening. So I'm going to show you that today. So the input is every application that hits your job boards and your inbox. Recruiters get inundated with applications, right? That's the problem. The agent contacts every applicant within minutes, asks questions, and then scores the candidate for you, the recruiter. And then you, the recruiter, will make the decision. So this is the second part of the agentic layer. Let's jump into the demo. This is the actual agent. On the upper left here, we have client, which is Apple, and the role is sales executive. And the location is San Francisco. So we're doing a search as a recruiter for these parameters. Recruiter wakes up. Good morning. What came in overnight for the Apple sales executive role? Agent comes back, pulling overnight applications. This is a GET request into your ATS. Job sales executive, which is up here. Company Apple. And it's a Boolean search on the time since yesterday at 6 p.m. when the recruiter left the office. We have 47 new applications, every applicant contacted within minutes. So again, this is all automated. And then the agent comes back, 47 applicants overnight. Agent says, I contacted everyone within minutes and asked the 5 questions that you wanted me to ask. We have 9 strong fits, 14 possibles, and 8 no-goes. Agent asks, want the top of the short list. And then me as the recruiter, I'll say, show me the top 3. The agent comes back, scoring against the role criteria, ranked 31 completed screens, top 3 below. And also on the left here, you can see we have a dashboard, 47 applicants, 31 screens, 4 minutes, average response time, and 9 strong fits. So again, this is all designed to save you and your team time and make money. Scoring against the criteria. Number 1, Maria, 94%. Number 2, Kevin, 90%. Number 3, Alicia, 87%. And we can see the reasons why. Maria has 7 years of direct sales, enterprise, and lives in San Francisco, 4 weeks notice. She looks really good. As a recruiter, I want the agent to show me this conversation that the agent had with the applicant. And then here we go. Here is the screen verbatim. So here is the actual conversation that my agent had with the applicant. Hey, Maria, thanks for applying to the SE role. 5 quick questions. How many years of experience do you have? Maria comes back 7 years. So this would be maybe through a web chat or through SMS. I mean, really up to you how you want to interface this. Great. The role is in San Fran. Yes, that works. What are your company expectations? Excuse me. What are your comp expectations? 150K. Honestly, probably wouldn't ask this question in the US, but some places we could ask it, and maybe you would. I mean, it really depends on what you want to do. And if you're a busy recruiter and you want to save time, you could reframe this by saying, hey, the max budget for this is this amount. How much are you hoping to make in your next job? This kind of thing. Okay, Maria looks good. What do we write here? So 4 weeks timing, that's good. And then advance all 3. So as a recruiter, I want the agent to put forward all 3 of these applicants. Done. 8 declines are drafted in the email. So I have 8 drafts ready to go. I can just click send on those, and that's it. So what's happened here is overnight, the agent has screened 47 candidates and come back with 3 really good ones. We could even take this to the next level and do a scheduling agent, which I might do in the next video. But the benefit here is that you've got 3 shortlisted candidates, recruiters making money in her sleep. This is the 3rd and final agent. Honestly, this is the money agent and the one I'm most excited about. It's the reactivation agent. So you have a gold mine in your ATS, but you're busy. As a recruiter, if you own a recruiting company or you're managing a team or you are a recruiter and you're very busy, there's so many candidates in your database that are not being contacted for potential jobs. We call this the candidate graveyard, and we should try and transform this graveyard into a gold mine. So candidate graveyard to candidate gold mine. We call it the reactivation agent. Input is a new role opens up at your firm. Again, the company is going to be Apple in this example. And then agent searches your ATS for silver medalists and dormant matches, checks the history, and actually drafts an email outreach to be sent to the candidate. And then the recruiter, you approve the message and make sure that everything is good before the AI actually takes action. This is revenue that you already paid for. So this is actually part of the agentic layer above your system that can generate revenue for you and your company. This is the 3rd part. Let's jump into the actual agent. This is the reactivation agent. Again, the company is Apple. The job that we are searching for is SE, sales executive, and the location is San Francisco. Okay, a new role just opened up with Apple, sales executive, direct sales based in San Francisco. Who do we already know? This is me writing this. Boom. Agent, searching your candidate database. This is a GET request going into the ATS. Role, sales executive, function, direct sales. These all need to be variables and fields, so it's structured data, and location, San Francisco. 3 matches found in past pipelines. A pipeline is the thing that you, like a short list or a long list of candidates. And then what do I say here? Okay, so the agent has come back. You already know 3 strong candidates for this role. Nobody needs to be sourced from scratch. And then we can see the candidates on the left here. 1, Paul Wilson, 92%. 2, Nina, 81%. 3, Ben, 74%. Who should I look at first? Let's look at Paul, silver medalist, final round at Apple 2024. Show me Paul Wilson is what I'm saying. And then the agent comes back. Paul Wilson, here is what we already know. 2024 final round at Apple, came 2nd. Interview feedback, strong closer, hire again. I mean, that's a strong hire sign. Comp expectations, 140K, last contact 14 months ago. He was 1 decision away from the exact client. Want me to draft the reach out email. So this is the agent talking to me, the recruiter, advising me. Yes. So then the agent writes an email for me to approve and send. And the email says, hey, Paul, when we worked together on the Apple process last year, you made it to final 2, like you were number 2. and the feedback was outstanding. An SC role on the direct sales has just opened, on the direct sales team has just opened, based in San Francisco, and you were the first person we thought of. I might not say you came in a second. I might say something like, well, they decided to hire internally or something like this, which I think was actually true from what I remember. So this looks good, and I'm just going to click approve and send, and that's good to go. So what's happened here is we got a search, and then we had a discussion with the AI. The AI came back with 3 candidates, Paul, Nina, Ben. Honestly, they all look good. And the AI matched and drafted an email to be sent to Paul. And so, again, the benefit of all of this is that you save time. The foundation is you and your recruiting business, and the layer above that is AI. So we have looked at 3 things today: how to use AI on your current system. We build agentic AI above your system. They're not tools, they're 3 jobs in one single agentic layer. So it was the job creation agent, the screening agent, and the reactive agent. And it's an agentic layer above your system as one unified knowledge base. The early firms that get this are going to be the ones that can start compounding early. The late movers will not, essentially. Every job you create, every screen, every reactivation, the earlier you do this, the better. So if you want this inside of your business, if this seems interesting to you, even remotely interesting, just click the link below, book a meeting with me, let's get connected, and we will help you, first of all, show you where the bottlenecks are, maybe show you where the problems are in your business. And then second, we can show you potential solutions. And then third, we can show you a roadmap of how we can work together so you can take your business to the next level. That's all for this video, and see you in the next one.